Rosenstein's nightmare just came true. GOP confirms his days are numbered, by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. The end is looming near for Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Fed-up House conservatives have begun taking steps to impeach the deep state operative, according to a new report. From Breitbart, House conservatives have begun planning the impeachment of Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, according to reports. Leading Freedom Caucus members Representative Mark Meadows and Representative Jim Jordan are laying groundwork to bring articles of impeachment against Rosenstein, as House investigators accuse the Justice Department of stonewalling their request for documents related to the agency's surveillance of Donald Trump's presidential campaign. Politico writes, House conservatives are preparing a new push to oust Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, according to three conservative Capitol Hill sources, putting the finishing touches on an impeachment filing, even as Rosenstein announces the indictment of 12 Russian intelligence officers for interfering in the 2016 election. House Freedom Caucus Chairman Mark Meadows, in fact, had the impeachment document on the floor of the House at the very moment that Rosenstein spoke to reporters and TV cameras Friday. Reports of the plan come after Rosenstein's announced charges Friday against 12 Russian intelligence officers for hacking offenses during the 2016 election and pushed back on allegations that FBI agents are leaking details of the probe to reporters. The Russians are accused of hacking into the computer networks of the DNC, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, and the presidential campaign of Hillary Clinton, then releasing stolen emails on the internet in the months before the election. The indictment represents Special Counsel Robert Mueller's first charges against Russian government officials for interfering in American politics, an effort U.S. intelligence agencies claim was aimed at helping the Trump campaign and harming his Democratic opponent, Hillary Clinton. The case follows a separate indictment that accused Russians of using social media to sow discord among American voters. The 29-page indictment purports how months before Americans went to the polls, Russians schemed to break into key Democratic email accounts, including those belonging to Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta, the Democratic National Committee, and the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee. Stolen emails, many politically damaging for Clinton, appeared on WikiLeaks in the campaign's final stretch. ABC News, more federal grand jury returns indictment against 12 Russian nationals for the alleged roles in computer hacking conspiracies aimed at interfering in the 2016 U.S. election, Special Counsel Office says. More DOJ announces indictments of the 12 Russian nationals for committing federal crimes that were intended to interfere in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. Maybe we should send a thank you note to them for ousting who Hillary Clinton really is. Rosenstein recently testified before House lawmakers on the details about the Justice Department surveillance tactics during the Russia investigation. The House Judiciary Committee hearing marked Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's first appearance before Congress since an internal DOJ report criticizing the FBI's handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation revealed new disparaging text messages among FBI officials about Donald Trump during the 2016 election. FBI Director Christopher Wray also appeared at the hearing. Republicans on the panel grilled the deep state officials on the watchdog report to highlighting bias by the FBI. This country is being hurt by it. We are being divided, Representative Trey Gowdy said of Mueller's investigation. Whatever you've got, Gowdy added, finish it the hell up because this country is being torn apart. Rosenstein, who lost his cool at times, raised his voice and wagged his finger while defending himself and the department against allegations of stonewalling. The Justice Department officials claimed despite Republican allegations, he was not trying to hide anything. Yeah, right. We are not in contempt of this Congress, and we are not going to be in contempt of this Congress, Rosenstein told lawmakers. Underscoring their merited frustration, Republicans briefly put the hearing on hold so they could approve a resolution on the House floor demanding that the Justice Department turn over thousands of documents within a 7-day period. The resolution that passed along party lines Thursday demanded that the department turn over by July 6 documents on FBI investigations into Clinton's private email use and Trump campaign ties to Russia. Both investigations unfolded during the presidential election, causing the FBI, which prides itself on independence, to become entangled in presidential politics in ways that are continuing to shake out. Meadows, one of the resolution sponsors, did not deny Democratic assertions that the document requests were related to efforts to undercut Mueller's probe. Yes, when we get these documents, we believe that it will do away with this whole fiasco of what they call the Russian-Trump collusion, because there wasn't any, he said, on the House floor. The House Judiciary and Intelligence Panel, which have subpoenaed the documents, want to use the records for congressional investigations into the FBI's decision to clear Clinton in an email probe and its opening of an investigation into potential coordination between the Trump campaign and Russia. The Justice Department has already turned over more than 800,000 documents to congressional committees, yet the subpoena seeks additional material, including records about any surveillance of Trump campaign associates. Well, yeah, Gowdy says finish it up. Rosenstein is saying he's forthcoming. So I love it when they're blaming WikiLeaks for the emails when we know it was Seth Rich here. So it wasn't the Russians that they're claiming. It's all a crock anyway. Let's take a quick listen if Trump meets Queen Elizabeth as indictments come in Mueller probe. Oh, it's long.
Is piling up here. It seems that it gets harder and harder to dismiss the special counsel investigation as a witch hunt. It is coming up with indictments, although, as the White House, I'm sure will point out, nothing anywhere, at least nothing yet, that suggests any connection with anybody on the Trump campaign.
Not yet. Pierre Thomas, we're learning more about this.
Yeah, that must upset them.
They're naming and shaking as a pass-through to release the documents. They discussed the timing of the release in an attempt to enhance the impact on the election. In an effort to conceal their connections to Russia, the defendants used a network of computers around the world, and they paid for it using cryptocurrencies. The conspirators...
yeah, that's why they're cracking down now on the cryptos for this particular reason. Yeah, let's just go there. I saw a little, the title in Zero Hedge yesterday.
By the Russian GRU. In addition to releasing documents directly to the public, the defendants transferred stolen documents to another organization that is not identified by name in the indictment, and they used that organization as a pass-through to release the documents. They discussed the timing of the release in an attempt to enhance the impact on the election. In an effort to conceal their connections to Russia, the defendants used a network of computers around the world, and they paid for it using cryptocurrencies. The conspirators corresponded with several Americans during the course of the conspiracy through the internet. There's no allegation in this indictment that the Americans knew they were corresponding with Russian intelligence officers. In a second related conspiracy, Russian GRU officers hacked the website of a state election board and stole information about 500,000 voters. They also hacked into computers of a company that supplied software used to verify voter registration information. They targeted state and local officials responsible for administering elections, and they sent spear phishing emails to people involved in administering elections, including attaching malicious software. The indictment includes 11 criminal allegations and a forfeiture allegation. Count 1 charges 11 defendants for conspiring to access computers without authorization and to damage those computers in connection with efforts to interfere with the presidential election. Counts 2 through 9 charge those 11 defendants with aggravated identity theft by employing the usernames and passwords of victims in order to commit computer fraud. Count 10 charges those 11 defendants with money laundering for transferring cryptocurrencies through a web of transactions in order to purchase computer servers, register domains, and make other payments in furtherance of their hacking activities while trying to conceal their connections to Russia. Count 11 charges 2 defendants for a separate conspiracy to access computers without authorization and to damage those.
Yeah, and the Russian, the whatever, they're really shaking in their boots. Whereas, who called for it? I think it was Schumer or somebody telling Trump to tell Putin to extradite the 12 Russians so they could be charged. I mean, you gotta laugh. And the timing of this, just when Trump was going to go and meet with Putin. You know what the thing is? This is all garbage. We all know this is garbage, what they're saying. Because once you tell me WikiLeaks, I love WikiLeaks. There's nothing you can tell me about Julian Assange that I will go against Julian Assange. He is the one that that woke up a lot of people to what the criminality of what was going on in our government too, and they consider WikiLeaks a Russian source. I mean, really? But I say enough is enough already. They don't want Trump to meet with Putin because Putin is he's gonna tell everybody what Hillary Clinton is up to. I'm more than sure Putin knows some info that will really be shocking to Trump. And, you know, I just pray for Trump's safety because they don't want this meeting to take place. And if Trump gets the info from Putin, we don't know what's going to take place. I just, pray he's safe and can do something to help this country because these criminals are running rampant. And it's high time they are all prosecuted because enough is enough already. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.